What's up, y'all? It's your boy Roscoe P. It's another of my tales from overseas. Listen, this is less of a tale and more of an explanation or a PSA. Since I've been on YouTube, I've heard the word passport bro, and nobody seems to have the same definition of what a passport bro is. People keep confusing passport bros with other things. And being they didn't even have the term when I was traveling. So I consider myself a passport bro. So being a passport bro very early on, I just want to educate people as to what an actual passport bro is. So a lot of people think like a passport bro is one of those guys that run to another country, pay to play, and then come back and show it out and show off like they're doing everything. And I just want to be very frank, that's not what a passport bro is. A passport bro, in my opinion, and that I've seen and that I've been a part of, is a person who travels from country to country, but they do so because they want to understand the culture, they want to understand the language, they want to understand the people, and they want to further their own love for travel. They want to further their own interest in travel. They want to broaden their own horizons. You hear about a lot of guys who go overseas and it's about the women. It's not about the women. That is a very small factor in being a passport bro, in my opinion, and that's how I've operated. Passport bros to me are gentlemen who go overseas and you want to experience another culture. You want to experience another society. You want to experience everything that culture and society has to offer. And in doing that, that opens your world up a bit, that broadens your own horizons so that when you come back, you are a little bit more worldly. When you come back from that place, you do understand what goes on. You speak a little bit of the language. And the more you advance in that society, i.e., the more times you go back, the more times you learn the language, the more times that you understand the society, the more times you understand the culture. That makes you a more worldly citizen, right? You can't have a neighborhood mentality and a worldview. You can't do it. It's impossible. And I think a lot of the times we confuse these guys, I'm going to call them passport pookies. We confuse these guys with being passport bros, so everybody gets a bad rap. Passport bros get a bad rap. Guys that just want to go and mess with women. That's not the essence of what a passport bro is. Passport bros, we do so much more. We take time to learn the language, to understand the culture, to understand the society you're in, and then that makes you, as the traveler, or me, or whoever's doing it, just a better person. And then what you don't understand is that once you understand those basic fundamentals, that culture opens up to you. So you hear people talk about, oh man, don't come here. You know, these women don't like black guys. They don't mess with these kind of guys. They don't mess with these kind of guys, whatever. That's not true. The problem is that the approach is incorrect from the person that goes to that country. The assumption is like these people should just be throwing themselves at you because you're a black American. That's not true. People from a certain society throw themselves at a person that genuinely wants to learn about their culture, that wants to learn about their society, that wants to learn their cultural norms and differences, that wants to learn their language. Basic language skills is a must. When I lived in Japan, my world opened up when I learned basic Japanese. It was a different experience. And people don't understand that. When you go visit a place for a week or two or a month and you're in and out, you're not learning, you're getting a brief understanding of what culture is. You're getting a brief understanding of the society. But if you live there, I lived in Japan for a very long time. I got to know Japanese culture and society inside and out. Cultural norms that aren't necessarily the norms of my own country, but I adapted. And because I adapted, I was treated with respect and kindness by Japanese people because I had shown them, listen, I'm a guest in your country. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make sure that I got good guest manners. I wasn't putting my feet on the couch like, man, F your couch. Nah, none of that. I was there and I was following societal norms. I was following cultural norms and I spoke the language. And those three things helped everything open up for me. That is what a passport bro is. That is the essence of a passport bro. Get your passport and go visit a country. And you don't have to stay there for long. Thank God, YouTube, the internet. You could learn a culture's societal norms, cultural norms, and a little bit of language before you even hit the country. And then when you hit the country, you're already ahead of the game. If you fly to a country blind, you got to learn on the fly. And that's difficult to do a lot of the times. It took me years to do. But if you learn that before you go over and then go over there, you are going to hit the ground running. Everything's going to open up for you. It's going to blossom like a flower for you that's traveling. That's why a lot of these guys offering consultations like Richie Mac and El Guapo. Richie Mac for Thailand, El Guapo for Rio, Brazil. Myself, I started with the consultations. I do consultations for Japan because I do know Japan. I just recently came back from Japan. I'm going to post some video footage of that later. Just walking footage. I just recently came back. I knew how to navigate. I knew where to go. There was a line for train tickets. I skipped the line because I already knew what I was doing. And those are the small things that help you understand societal norms. Like people don't stare at you as much. I mean, they do in Japan because I'm tall. But I navigate easily in Japan. And when you speak the language, they're impressed and they want to get to know more about you. Who is this foreigner that comes to our country and speaks our language and knows our societal norms? And then that opens up. And people that get those consultations, they get that added benefit of getting there, hitting the ground running, and having society open up for them. That is being a passport bro. A passport bro to me is somebody who does those three things. Understands and follows societal norms, understands and follows cultural norms, and understands the language and speaks a little bit of the language. If you could do those three things or understand those two things and speak that last one, I promise you, you will be so far ahead of the game that country will open up. You will see so many things. It's not about the women. It isn't. People go there and they enjoy themselves. Sure, you might meet a girl. Sure, pay to play. But if you are going just to pay to play, you are not a passport bro. You're not. You may have a passport. You might be a brother with a passport or a dude with a passport, but you are not a passport bro. And that's it. Like I said before, if anybody is interested in going to Japan, for any of y'all that want consultations, I'll throw the link down in the description. You guys are more than welcome to tap that and realistically learn. Get to know the society, get to know the culture, speak a little bit of language. The rest is easy. I can help you navigate from there. It's been a blast. I appreciate y'all staying to the end. It's your boy Roscoe P.